Welcome to The Power of Presence, an hour dedicated to helping you improve relationships with those around you. Your hosts for The Power of Presence are renowned talk show host Mike Siegel and Lynn Taylor, president of Taylor Protocols Incorporated. Now, here are Mike and Lynn.
Listen, Lynn Taylor, all of what you say is well and good, but what does it mean in terms of numbers? Can you prove to me that my bottom line is going to be better at the end of your work putting people in the positions they need to be in?
Yes, we can, and this is the foundation of my 20 years of turnaround management work. I've succeeded in turning around more than 200 businesses over 2 decades of time using the CVI, and that's where we also perfected the methodology for putting the CVI to work to hire only right people. So,
now, I got to ask you, because
sure.
You also turned around companies for 20 years before the CVI, correct?
Yes.
And so what happened?
I'm about 5 years before the CVI. And then 20 years with the CVI.
Okay, so you were turning around. Has your ability to turn companies around improved using the CVI?
Dramatically. That's why I created the CVI, because I started seeing some of my early companies be financially better off. We kind of fixed them a little bit, but then we'd walk away and go to the next clients. And a year or 2 years later, they'd be back on our doorstep looking as bad or worse than they were when we found them the first time. And many times I had helped them or made a strong hire myself for those companies, and I saw that I was not good at hiring people into a right seat. I was pretty poor at it. I also realized that if you're going to turn around a company, you can't just make that company kind of as good as everybody else in terms of profitability, because they had too much debt, they had too many challenges, they had too many business issues against them that they had to overcome. So they had to become 2 and 3 times more profitable than an average company in order to survive from a turnaround position. So I've created the CVI because I couldn't find another instrument, I couldn't find another process anywhere that made me a better hirer or a better placement person for my people. What happened, Mike, is that 2 things. We learned how to choose one new person for one position and do it almost perfectly, getting an A player or B player almost every time. The other thing we learned to do is we would do multiple top performer profiles for a group of positions or for all the positions in the company. Then we could take everybody's core value index and pass it through all those ideal top performer profiles and move people around, moving them from one position to the next, and sometimes moving tasks and responsibilities between them, causing people to be more aligned at their core value nature with the work of the job. And with doing that, we often had a 50 to 100 to sometimes a 200% increase in human productivity, and that is more than doubling often the profitability. It is a built-in opportunity in all free enterprise businesses everywhere that this is the case, and the opportunity is enormous. Better than any other business I can imagine, business initiative I can imagine. Putting people in the right seat on the bus is the single most important issue.
You've been listening to The Power of Presence. Your hosts have been talk show host Mike Siegel and Lynn Taylor, president of Taylor Protocols Incorporated.